This is the Nanue Adventure K4L camera backpack. Hi, Dan for Gear Diary. We've looked at a lot of different backpacks and we've looked at a lot of different camera bags, and we've also looked at a few camera backpacks. This is by far the largest, most complex camera backpack we have ever seen, and it is going to impress. It comes from a company called Nanue, N-A-N-E-U. This is a new company to us, and if this backpack is any indication, their products are impressive. It has an MSRP of just under $280, which may seem a little bit steep, but when you see what you get with this backpack, you're going to realize that it's actually not only reasonable, it's probably a bargain, because you actually get two bags in one. So let's take a look at the backpack. It is a 4-liter backpack, so it holds a ton, and it even weighs a bit even out of the box before you put anything into it, and we'll talk about why in a moment. Let's look here at the back, which is obviously in a backpack really important. First off, you have your grab handle here, which is always important if you want to pick up your backpack and get going. I really have an issue when there isn't a grab handle here. It's not thick or padded, but it does get the job done. Speaking of thick and padded, if you look at the shoulder straps, let's undo the sternum strap here. If you look at the shoulder straps, they are very thick. They are nicely padded, and they're made out of this ventilated material that allows the air to flow through. And in fact, this same material finds its way into the back portion of the backpack, and it has what they refer to as airflow, so that it actually allows air to come down here. It doesn't sit flush on your spine when you're wearing it, but rather it sits on the sides of your back and on your lower back, and the air can flow here, which is exactly where you don't want pressure. So a really smart design in that respect. You have here a loop and another loop, which is great for attaching different accessories that you might want, or just clicking a carabiner clip with something on it. And speaking of being able to access and connect other things, you've got a D-ring here and a D-ring here. Both of them are plastic, but they feel pretty solid. The sternum strap moves up and down so that you can get the right fit, and there are, hopefully it comes out on camera, there are indicators here, so it actually almost locks into place when you find the right adjustment. We haven't seen that on a lot of backpacks. It's a really nice little detail that means once you figure out where you're most comfortable, you can actually keep it in place, and also you can remember where you were if you actually move it for whatever reason. I'm 4 holes down, that's where it's comfortable. You don't have to play around with it. I like that feature a lot, and it's one of those small details that make a big difference. The hardware is all plastic, but it is nice quality, and that does help keep the weight down, which is an issue because this backpack is as heavy as it is. Here at the waist strap, let's disconnect this. The waist strap has this same really thick, nice padding, and if you're not using it, the waist strap can actually go inside here and gets tucked away to make the pack look a little bit less complex and to really get one aspect of the bag out of your way. If you're not going to be using it, I suspect most of the time you will, because this is a pack you're going to fill up with a lot of gear. So you do want that the extra benefit of the sternum strap and the waist strap. Speaking of the waist strap, let's pull it back out. A really nice feature is that on both sides you have this nice accessory pocket, so that you can keep your phone and your extra charger here, anything that you want quick access to. You don't want it in the pack, you want it within reach, and also you want it in front of you in case you're worried about security issues with somebody bumping in and trying to steal something. You have that on both sides. Really a nice extra feature. You get to see the pulls here, which are basically cord with this harder plastic. Not fancy at all, but will certainly get the job done, and actually lets you get your finger inside to pull it closed, which I can actually see as being an advantage when you're having to move pretty quickly. So that's the back of the backpack. It really is designed to be used. It is designed for comfort, and it's designed to allow you to carry a lot of gear and keep it accessible when you're out and about wearing this backpack. Let's flip over to the side for a second. On the side, you have this nice pocket right here. It unzips and gives you a nice bit of storage right there. Zips back up top zipper so that it actually keeps everything inside. It doesn't open up over here. And then on this side, you have the same thing. It opens up. A lighter material here inside so that it actually makes it easier to see what's in here. And there's actually a lot of space in here, so you can carry a lot right there. So here on the back, you have this little loop right here. This is actually for your tripod, but where does the tripod connect to? Well, let's just go down here, and what you'll see is another one of the really cool little tricks that this backpack has. Undo the Velcro here and pull down, and you actually get a pocket here for your tripod. So your tripod or your monopod goes in here, goes up here, tighten it up, nice and secure, vertical, you won't take anyone's eyes out, and very, very safe. You can also strap it behind this as well for extra security. And when you're not using it, and again, this is what I love, when you're not using it, pull down on the Velcro, push this back up inside, and it's hidden away, and you're not bothered by it if you're not carrying a tripod that day. And this strap here, nice and adjustable, pull it closed, and you can hide the extra material down inside there. There's a pocket right here. When you open it up, you get a nice accessory area right here with this open mesh, and you've got one over here, so you can actually keep things separate from one another, but accessible through the same pocket. Very, very roomy, a lot of space right there. In here, this is where the tripod pocket is, but when the Velcro is sealed, you actually have a nice storage area right here that then gets closed with Velcro as well. So another storage area when you're not using the tripod area. Up here, you have access to the main part of the backpack. It has the lighter material so that you can find what you're looking for easily. It has a loop right here for your headphones if you're carrying headphones, so you can keep them up and out of the way. You've got a pocket right here where you can put a hydration system and have it coming through to you if you're using this to backpack. If you're not going to be backpacking, you can use this area just to stow other items as well. You also have a rain cover right here that allows you to keep everything in the pack safe, dry, and away from harm if the skies open up on you. So lots of room right there. Two more things to show you. The first is right here, which is a slot which is large enough for a 17-inch laptop, and it is this nicer material. It comes right against the padding on your back, and there's a bit of padding down here, not up here, but down here, so that your laptop should stay nice and safe. There's one other area here, which is for a 15-inch laptop. It's that lighter material as well. It's right against the padding on your back, which keeps it safe. There's padding down here, not up here, but down here. So if you put your laptop inside, it should be nice and safe. Zip it up, and you're good to go, and you have nice access to it. So there's actually more to this bag. So let's take a look at two other areas. The first area is down here, which is another storage area with a bit of an organizational area, a little pocket there, another pocket there. And it doesn't open up all the way, so your stuff won't drop out. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this review, this is a camera backpack. The camera part of the backpack is actually right here. So there is a safety snap here and a safety snap here to make sure that everything stays snug and secure. It also means if you're wearing this in an urban area, it's that much more difficult to get to this part of the bag, which is where your most expensive gear is going to be. So let's open it up. There are actually two pulls here. So you can open up from either direction or both. Pull it down there, and it actually pulls out like so to reveal a separate camera compartment, a separate camera bag. So just like that, you have a nice camera bag. Now, it does mean that you have the limitation of it opening it up and opening this up in order to get to your camera gear, but I don't see that as a huge issue, and I think there's also a workaround. We'll come back to that in a second. Actually, I paused the camera for a second and I actually went to do the workaround so that it becomes clear, because I do think it's really important. So when you have the backpack closed, it's like this. Now, the way that I had it oriented before, when you opened it up, you also had to unzip the camera compartment. You can actually flip it around and put the top of it back when you put the camera bag inside, and now it's accessible. You don't need to do two stages. You open it up and your camera gear is right there. Now, you have the strap here. Let's talk about why that's there. The camera portion comes right out and can be used separately. Now, when you do that, what you can do if you want is you can actually close it back up again without the camera compartment. And now you have a 4-liter backpack that can hold everything. And the bag is designed to accommodate this because this portion right here can be unzipped. And once it is, I went off camera for a second, once it is, you actually get this huge amount of storage area that is just completely open. When you want to actually make it a camera bag again, you simply lift this piece up here, zip it back into place, and you've divided the bag into top and bottom. And now I've gone and I've put it back again so that you have the storage up here and the camera area down here. So let's take a look at the camera bag itself just for a couple of minutes. It is actually a nicely sized camera bag. It has the Nanue name right here, however you want to pronounce it. It's got a zippered area here and nice organizational area right here, a key loop, an open mesh pocket here with a zipper, 2 open mesh pockets here, 2 pen loops, pen spots, and smaller SD cards. You can keep other items right here. Lots of organizational space right there. If we go onto this side, there's a stretch pocket right here that does not zip close, but it does keep the contents inside because it has an elastic material there. And there's one on the other side as well. You have here a back portion here with that same breathable mesh. And if you want, it has its own waist strap. So you can wear this on its own around your back, or you can use the backpack as a backpack and wear this on the front while you're walking, and you've got your camera gear in front of you, you've got your backpacking equipment and everything else on your back. It does both. Personally, I don't see doing that either way, but it's nice to have it if you want. It has a nice handle here on the top. And the company saw fit to include a shoulder strap with a nice padded area and a rougher area here so it won't move around on your shoulder, it'll grip, and loops here to attach the shoulder strap. Unzipping the camera compartment reveals a really nice adjustable area. You've got an extra piece right here, you've got a spot for a lens, spot for a camera body, another camera body or lens, a flash over here, extra batteries, and you've got a mesh portion right here for extra SD cards or an extra battery. This is actually plenty of room for someone like me who uses a mirrorless camera, and it would let me keep my mirrorless camera, all 3 lenses, a flash. I could even probably put my video camera in here without an issue, and I'm going to be doing so over the next couple of days. The bottom, it should be noted, is an extra thick material so that you don't have to worry about what's inside getting damaged. So with this backpack, with the Adventure K4L, you get a very large, very well-designed backpack on its own. You get a very nice, very well-designed camera bag on its own, and you can put the two together and carry your camera gear and your laptop and all of your other equipment and the stuff that you need to be out hiking for the day, all in one backpack, and it's under $280. This is the Nanue Adventure K4L camera backpack. It is available now. We'll have links to purchase it below. We are very, very appreciative of the company sending this to us to check it out. We're impressed. If this is any indication, as I said before, if this is any indication of the quality of the bags this company is producing, it's really top-notch, very, very usable, very well designed. I'm impressed. This is Dan from Gear Diary. Thanks very much for watching.